Regions Hospital in St. Paul is now caring for patients in the very same unit that saved his life many years ago.
His new job reconnecting him with a medical team that nursed him back to health after he survived a deadly car crash as a teenager. Paul Bloom has his incredible story of strength, determination, and friendship.
Yeah, we have 36 beds up here. We got all 3 wings.
Adam Zebo believes he is right where he belongs, tending to patients inside the trauma and surgical unit.
It really depends on the kind of care that they need. Sometimes we have patients staying here for months at a time.
The young nurse who launched his career in the midst of a pandemic, so familiar with his surroundings up on the 11th floor of Regions Hospital.
This unit is very diverse when it comes to our patient population. Obviously we deal with a lot of trauma, but we have patients of all different kinds up here.
Rewind 8 years.
I could have died many times. Yeah, there was at least a handful of times that I very easily could have died. So I'm very fortunate to be alive.
And it was a nightmare that first brought Adam to the St. Paul facility. Then, just a teenager, Adam was involved in a horrifying high-speed crash.
I broke my back in 3 places, my lower back.
He was with his 2 sisters, Taylor and Shannon, on their way to visit grandparents in El Paso, Texas, when their vehicle collided head-on with a semi. Tragically, Taylor was killed. Adam was sleeping in the back seat. He had taken off the shoulder strap. Upon impact, the lower lap belt shredded his stomach and intestines. His mom, a nurse herself, was not sure he would even make it.
We didn't know if he was going to survive for several weeks.
Adam was eventually transferred to Regions, where an expert team of abdomen specialists cared for him like a son.
This place absolutely saved my life for sure.
There were more than a dozen surgeries. His stomach and intestinal system basically rebuilt as he regained his strength and returned to Burnsville High School through months and months of painful, physical, and emotional healing.
The thing I remember the most about it was the amazing nurses and doctors and people here that were taking care of me, and how they made what's a horrible experience honestly better in so many ways. I didn't find them very fun. Yeah. Not at all.
One of those life-saving nurses, Mary Ann Obst. Her laughter, compassion, and bedside manner, inspiration for Adam to pursue a career in nursing.
She lights up the room whenever she walks in. She made me laugh constantly when, probably had a lot of reasons not to be laughing.
It was probably one of the worst things I've seen, on a kid.
But you saw something special in him that...
You see it. I mean, everyone sees it. You only meet him for 30 seconds and you're like, you love Adam. We called him Wonder Boy.
After Obst watched Adam connect and relate to trauma and surgical patients during a summer internship like few others, because he had been there during his own medical odyssey, she went right to Regions management and demanded they hire him.
We'd be doing procedures that most people would be, it'd be painful for him, and he still would always just have this great attitude, and, we'd find something to laugh about.
Adam, so incredibly grateful to go from pediatric patient to teammate and now caring nurse.
Obviously, I can't completely put myself in their shoes, but there are some patients that I've been through something similar, and so I think it helps me be able to empathize a little bit better with them, just because I've lived that to a point. That was kind of a big thing, is I wanted to be able to do what the people here at Regions did for me for other people.
It really was special catching up with Adam again after all these years. What an incredible journey. He tells me physically he feels great now, just a sore back from time to time. It's worth noting here, Adam's surviving sister from that 2013 crash also became a nurse, so clearly patient care running through the whole Zebo family. Adam adding that he really has now found a home and a sense of belonging and purpose over at Regions. Paul Bloom, Fox 9.